Why do you use swords or chainswords this much in 40k? When I built my first ninjas, I asked me why they use swords against all these monsters, horrors, orcs, zombies and whatever enemies, Xenos and chaos, features and every horror in the galaxy. First answer, because it look cool. End topic. No, I think a little bit more why they could useful on the battlefield of 40k. There could be good reasons to use swords, even if they have a much bigger arsenal of weapons. Next question is, why isn't every guardsman armed with a tactical nuke? If even the worst sci-fi army have tactical nukes, why they don't have them? Because that's not a sci-fi tech. We could even build them. We had built them 70 years ago. That's a 50s tech. The Davy Crockett was one of these weapons. But I have an answer for this, because I think the Imperium don't want to have every guardsman armed with something like that, and that could be a topic for another video, why the Imperium don't research new tech. One reason could be that not all Imperial planets are high developed hive worlds. A lot of have medieval or lower tech, and some warriors from these planets could be are familiar to fight with swords and probably feel more comfortable. And even the Dark Angels from was a Knight Order in origin from Caliban. That could be a topic for another video, why they how they developed and why some become traitors later. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel, because it's very important. I don't ask every time, but it's really important. And if you don't like what I'm doing, please subscribe to someone else and help someone else. Thank you. Off topic, even in the Second World War, one man thought he needed a sword to fight the Germans. Here is Jack Churchill. And there is another reason why they use swords. You need a little bit time to follow the development of firearms in the real history. The first firearms have a low accuracy and need a lot of time to reload, and so they need some troops to protect them against other close combat troops. Sound a little bit similar. There was debates how many musketeers and how many pikemen and spearmen you can combine, which formations are effective. This changed a lot with the development of the bayonet, because then the musketeer can defend themselves and had their own spear and short-range weapon. And next development, one of the last big battles fight with close combat weapons against a modern army was in the Zulu Wars, the British against the Zulus. There was one big battle the British lost. Then an insignificant fight, but the Rogue's Drift, which is very popular today. And next battle, the British have a new weapon that solved this problem, and this was the machine gun or the Gatling gun. And this weapon have enough firepower to stop every charge, so that close combat wasn't necessary after this. And that could be one reason why they need swords or bayonets in 40k, because they can't stop charging enemy, even if they have lots of firepower. But for example, orcs or Tyranids, they are fearless. They don't care if they die. They just charge and don't break like a human attack. Or some chaos spacemen are armored, so you can't stop them with regular firearm too. And I think this is one problem of the Imperium, why they need swords. So now you say, wait, they have bolters, they can then fire that and kill everything and blow everything up. Yes and no. I listened to some books of the Horus Heresy, and they fight against zombies and shoot volley fire and stop some, kill a lot of them, but they run out of ammo very soon, and so even bolters can't stop a big enemy horde who charge your position. And there is another reason. Wait a moment. one day I searched the internet for some 40k stuff, and I found something like a bit arm with some of these things, and it's a trench club, some melee weapon from the First World War, and so even in the First World War we use some kind of swords or clubs, and that could be another reason why they use swords. For example, in one Book of the Horrors Heresy, they fight in a cave and have no much room to fight, and then try to cut a lot of tentacles and try to kill them, and that's then the sword could be very useful. Or the Space Marines are some kind of marine, so they do some boarding action, and in the confined spaceship there could be also close combat situations where you could use a sword. So that's my ideas. Please feel free to comment and have a nice day.